Yeah, first half was not ideal, but what this group does is they respond. I asked them to respond at halftime. We came out in the second half and had a much better effort. Um, my message to them after the game is just, if we're going to do something special, we got to make sure that we're ready from the jump. When you're beating teams like we've been beating them, it's human nature to think that you can get away with certain things. But and no disrespect to Jacksonville, but we will see some teams that if we come out like that in the first half, it'll cost us, the game. But I was really proud of Rob's effort in the second half. Like what he did tonight was what I was preaching to him, is that you can have a bad shooting night and still positively impact the game. And ultimately, we dominated this game because we had 15 assists and 3 turnovers. So if we do that, then it's very hard to beat a basketball team. Um, Even if you have Scotty and Rob shooting 2 for 15 from the floor, you still win the game by 20 because we protect the ball, we offensive rebound. We can do better on offensive glass, but having these guys who take care of the basketball is huge. Again, we got Rob and Conrad, 9 assists, 1 turnover, and that's the ball game right there. So proud of what they did, but we have a lot to improve on going into Friday.
Coach, ultimately, what was it? What was it that went a little bit better for you all in that second half?
It was just an effort defensively. We looked a little more like we had the first couple games, and I've spoke a little bit about it. Like teams are going to get filmed, so they're going to be a little more ready for what we're doing, and then that's gonna require more effort because they're going to know our rotations. They're going to know what we're doing. So we brought the effort back in the second half, and we were just fine.
How much does that depth or versatility? I mean, like you said, you ended up with four guys, double figures. Rob with 6 assists. When things aren't going well, I mean, how much does that help to have so many options? I guess to make something happen.
Yeah, I mean it's everything. Babacar came in and gave us a ton of spark. Like it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but he was plus 14, and he was plus, I believe, 12 at halftime in very limited minutes. Braden, same thing. He didn't stuff the stat sheet, but he was plus 12. Yusuf brought a ton of energy in the first half. He had only played about 5 minutes, and he was plus 10. So that's the beauty of this team. I mean, I think Owen is, we all know is a great basketball player. He didn't have his best night. He did bring it defensively in the second half, but that just shows that we can still win the basketball game with other guys, and we have a lot of really good players that are ready to step up when needed.
How important is a game like this early in the season? I mean, this is kind of like a tournament type of thing or an important game type of thing to figure out a way, even when things might not be going the way you want it to. I mean, how important is that for the guys to learn how to do that?
It's big. I mean, I'm glad we responded. That's what we've been doing, every game that we've played. I mean, we've had, I would say, 3 of these games were like perfect throughout, and 2 of them, if you're including the exhibition game, had some adversity. But our guys have responded every time. They have high character. They're not going to let. They're not going to get down for a while. They're gonna, they're human beings. They're not going to be perfect and come out and blow out people by 30 in the first half every game. But they've shown that we've never had 2 bad practices in a row. This is the first team that I've had at this point in the year to not have 2 bad practices in a row yet.
Rob, how'd you feel about tonight? Obviously, like I said, at times it was a struggle, but ultimately y'all figured out ways to do the things that you needed to do.
How I feel about tonight, it was a not a so great night for me, but just finding my guys. That's like Coach said. That's the beauty in this game. We have a lot of guys that can score at a high level. So if it's not going for me, just finding them and getting them going. I feel like that's the main thing. And me being the point guard, just getting them going and encouraging them. Like if it's Scotty, Owen. So I feel like the first half was we didn't do so well, but like Coach got on us, and second half I feel like we brought it and we got to put full 40 minutes together.
For you guys, is it kind of ironing out those lulls or valleys or whatever it is, and just finding that consistency? I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's the main thing. It just starts in practice. I feel like shooting around today wasn't the best, so and coach harped on that, talked about that, and that started in the first half. So we gotta be better. I gotta lead better, and we will be better.
I mean, how big is it for you guys? Like Coach was saying, just having so many options like that. I mean, it really does. If somebody's not shooting well or doing whatever, there are so many other guys who maybe can fill in behind them.
Man, it's great because if you're not impacting the game and scoring, you can impact the game in so many ways. If that's getting 5 steals, 3 rebounds, 6 assists like I had tonight. So that, I mean that's the main thing. We got a lot of options, and it was a good W tonight.
Well, how do you feel about the start? Obviously, two big wins tonight was maybe a little bit more of a fight, but ultimately a good start. I mean, how good do you feel about how things are going?
I feel like it's going good. We got to get better. Next game mentality. This game is over. So now we just have to focus on UAB. But I feel like the first 3 games we seen what we could be. We not our best yet, but I feel like we can get there.
Coach, you guys are 3-0 now. What does this do for your squad mentally moving forward, especially with a lot of new players this year?
3-0 beats any alternative. You know, I mean, we got 3 wins, but now we got this road test, so this is different, and it's a very good UAB team. I think if anyone had to say what's the toughest game in your non-conference, most would vote that this game coming up is here. This is a very good basketball team. We had a battle last year, a juggernaut battle we came out, you know, barely on top. It was like blow for blow, heavyweight fight. We're hoping to go down there and go 4-0, but you know, to win these first 3 is great. It's a good start, especially with just all the build up to the season, with all the new faces, with myself moving over and all that. It's good that we took care of business, and now we've got a tough challenge come Friday.
Rob, do you like having the coach come in and challenge you guys? Do you think that really gives an extra added element for the second half?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like every time he does that, we respond in the right way. It's not how he's saying it; it's just what he's saying. So at the end of the day, we just take that and then we build on from that.
Thanks.
Thank you.